Welcome back to the Code of Emotions Part 3. Your unique notation produced by the limbic and autonomic nervous system axis, I'll use ANS for short, and plays out in the background of your behaviors. Sometimes sad, sometimes happy, sometimes infuriating, sometimes scary, but it can only show, cannot tell. Because this axis is the counterpart of the unconscious. Don't worry, I won't get down to the nitty-gritty of the human nervous system. Instead, I suggest you watch Dr. Andrew Huberman to explore more on the subject. He discusses neuroscience and science-based tools on his channel. But for now, let me introduce you to each party located on the axis so you can see the quiet chemistry behind show don't tell process. The limbic and autonomic nervous systems are the producers at both ends. And the actors from the limbic end are the amygdala complex, hippocampus, hypothalamus, and pituitary gland, and the actors from the ANS are the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. The autonomic nervous systems uses these two subsystems to balance out human behavior. I'll get there later, but let's go back to the limbic end. So you already met with the amygdala complex, the one processes sensory inputs and memories coming from hippocampus, what we call the memory hub. Hippocampus stores all sort of memories, but only keep those in use and fades away the unused. Autonomic nervous system balances out your behaviors by tilting these two subsystems from one side to another. It ramps up your alertness rather than calmness if the new information requires immediate action. The first subsystem, the sympathetic nervous system, has everything to do with increasing alertness for mobilization. And the second subsystem, parasympathetic nervous system, is about being calm and conserving energy for a mobilization. Once the amygdala generates a threat reflex, it activates all neural circuits related to high levels of alertness and then shuts off all the circuits associated with being calm and seeing the big picture. Mobilization completes in two pathways, with a short-term rapid startle impulse produced by the sympathetic adrenal medullary system and a long-term stress response produced by the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the HPA axis for short. There are two adrenal glands, one on top of each kidney. The outer layer of each gland is adrenal cortex, and the inner layer is adrenal medulla. Both produce and secrete hormones into the system. So in the short-term response, the sympathetic adrenal medullary system quickly activates the adrenal medulla to generate rapid adrenaline rush to the stressor. It happens within 100 milliseconds and creates physiological arousal to produce the fight or flight response. So what happens if this quick adrenaline rush doesn't resolve the stress? I'll talk about it in the following video.